Hello and a warm welcome into Week 10 in the Gamebridge Super League, where tonight two of the league's in-form sides clash at one Spokane stadium. There's Ali Cook, fresh off her team-leading third goal of the season, helping Spokane Zephyr extend their unbeaten run to 6 straight, a streak that will be tested tonight against Audrey Harding and the Carolina Ascent, fresh off their first road win of the season and looking to extend an unbeaten run of their own. It's Spokane and Carolina, and it's coming up next. A chilly 40 degrees in the Lilac City. Welcome into One Spokane Stadium. Dre Cordero here alongside former Hall of Famer Christine Hubert. And it doesn't get much better than this in the early season. After a choppy start with the opening 4 rounds, Spokane have hit their stride, picking up 12 points over the last 6 games. That has them second on the table behind the only remaining unbeaten side in the league, Lexington. Meanwhile, no one has been better in the course of the last 3 games than the Carolina Ascent, picking up 7 of a possible 9 points. That includes a pair of wins over DC Power and their first away from home against Brooklyn last time out. But we start out with Spokane's defense, allowing just 7 goals and a league-high 5 clean sheets.
They're such a cohesive team. They defend so well in the low block. We're going to see them, they stay compact, they stay organized. What I love is it's not just one person holding them down. Everyone's getting involved, and everyone gets deflections. They get blocked shots before Hope Heisey even sees the ball.
And when Hope Heisey sees the ball, she typically keeps it out of the net. Nearly 600 minutes without conceding before giving up that very late equalizer away to DC Power.
She's last year's goalkeeper of the year, and it seems she's returning even stronger. She wins high balls, she's able to cut down angles on breakaways, and she really leads this defense with her confidence and communication.
Just 1 clean sheet away from 15 in her Gamebridge Super League career. Meanwhile, Carolina is sent fresh off of their first road win, as mentioned, away to Brooklyn, with plenty of players getting in on the chance creation.
Carolina's offense is finally clicking, and they came here to Brooklyn. They had multiple chances, different players getting involved in the attack, but in the end, it's Martinez scoring in the 24th minute, one of the backline defenders, and then in the 56th minute, it's Aguilera, yet another defender, able to score. And what's perfect about this is exactly what Philip Poole wants. He wants his defenders getting up and getting involved in that attack.
Goals from the 2 fullbacks, Brie Martinez and Jill Aguilera, the first of the season for both. But up top, it's Mackenzie George who leads all scorers with 3 goals for Carolina.
And this year we've seen her in several different positions. She just seems to be getting better and better. She terrorizes players by running at them. And what you want to keep an eye on is how she accelerates by those defenders and goes straight towards goal. To me, the scary thing is she just keeps getting better and better every game.
Well, just about ready for a kickoff in Spokane. Zephyr putting their 6-game unbeaten run on the line against Carolina Ascent, looking to make it back-to-back wins on the road when we come back.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gamebridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, great at assists. Gamebridge, great at assists for your savings.
Clouds to start us off out there. Temperatures staying
Welcome back. It is the first of 4 straight days of Gamebridge Super League action as Week 10 opens up with a bang. Second placed Spokane playing host to 5th placed Carolina Ascent, both finding their best form of the campaign. Here's a look at the starting lineup for Nicole Lukic, who makes 3 changes from that 1-1 draw at DC Power.
Yeah, they're going to start a 4-2-3-1 tonight. Missing a few players. No Braun due to international duty with Argentina. No Kelsey Euler, not in the squad tonight. And if we look at this, Jaskinek, she had a lot of chances last game against DC, unable to put one away.
Meanwhile, for Philip Poole and Carolina Ascent, copy and paste, they repeat the same 11 from that 2-1 win at Brooklyn.
And if we see here on the left side, we have last year's Golden Playmaker and Defender of the Year, Aguilera, who scored her first goal of the season last week. Interesting to note, still no clean sheets for this team yet.
So 2 teams that have really hit their stride of late. 6 in a row without a defeat for Spokane Zephyr. 3 straight with 2 wins for Carolina Ascent, separated by 4 points on the Gamebridge Super League season. 10 games into the campaign for Spokane, who are now playing their 3rd under new coach Nicole Lukic. Had a winning debut. And we are underway at One Spokane Stadium. Alongside the Hall of Famer Christine Hubert, I'm Dre Cordero. Thrilled to have you with us for this first of 4 straight days of Gamebridge Super League action. The home side, Spokane in the all-black. All Carolina playing in their Horizon kit, trying to make it back-to-back road wins for the first time this season. It's a high press early on from Carolina. Spokane try and pass their way through it. Second meeting this season between the two. Go back to September 24th, a 1-0 Spokane victory at Memorial Stadium, courtesy of Tori Zierenberg's game winner in that contest, while Hope Heisey made 4 saves to preserve one of her 5 clean sheets. Here's Megan McClellan, as you mentioned, no clean sheets yet, but she has been stellar in goals. She's 2nd in the league in saves. Martinez making her way forward. Well covered by Reese Tappan, who comes out to cover. And that'll earn a goal kick for Hope Heisey. Here are your keys to the game, presented by Ford.
Spokane today needs to play a full game, put it together 2 halves. And Carolina, they need to create chances in those wide areas and finish their chances.
Spokane, as mentioned, coming off that 1-1 draw at DC Power. Allie Cook's second half penalty, snatching a point, stretching their unbeaten run to 6. They've outscored their opponent 6-1 over the course of these games. Here's Mackenzie George, and the offside flag comes up to deny her. Thomas Snyder is tonight's head referee. Kristen Patterson and Sergey Selin will run the lines. Rachel Sweat is the 4th official. Just look at that line of 4 players leading the press for Carolina, hoping to force Spokane to play long and raffle the ball into the middle.
I think it's going to be an interesting and a quick game because we're going to see both teams try to implement that high press. They all want to win the ball higher up the field.
Under pressure here is Jaskinek, and rolls it back to Heisey. Ball's loose in the 18, and that pressure is starting to pay off for Carolina. There's George. It's a sliver of an opening, and makes it through for Baysden and closed down quickly. Martinez swung into the heart of the area. Porter. Burst of acceleration from Jill Aguilera, who fires from distance. Parried and spilled into the 6 by Heisey. Not quite cleared out by Tappan. Still some defending to be done here for Spokane. It's Morris in possession.
And look at how tight and compact Spokane is right now defensively. They're so good in that low block.
Larissa Mart, who finally got that away, but once again, Carolina winning possession back in the opposition's half. was last touched by Jaskinek. So look back at the chance by Jill Aguilera coming off of her first goal last time out.
Yeah, and you can see exactly what Philip Poole and this Carolina Ascent team wants to do. They want to get their defenders involved in that offensive attack. And she's the perfect player to do it, right? Playmaker and Defender of the Year.
That was magic by Mackenzie George, but 3 players, one too many to beat. Aguilera. Here's Brie Martinez from a long way out. That takes the deflection out, and Carolina get a corner out of it.
Carolina doing a great job now with this high pressure, really keeping it back in their offensive third.
This is an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. A couple of chances from the 2 goal scorers last week. It was Brie Martinez who scored the opener in the first half. Second half, Jill Aguilera put away her first to make it a 2-1 victory against Brooklyn. Here's Aguilera. And Swimmer dropped into your post. The flick is kept out. Still Carolina winning every loose ball. Martinez. Aguilera gets past her marker, skips past the second challenge, fires and just wide. But an energetic start from the visitors.
Aguilera just loves her left foot. She serves it in. Bit of near post, but I think that was designed in their play for the flick on just like that. We see here at Aguilera, again, she's your defender and she's nutmegging players and going straight towards goal.
It is rare to see that the Golden Playmaker, best assist player in the league, is also the Defender of the Year, as Jill Aguilera was.
And it just shows how much she does get up and gets involved in the attack.
It's Aguilera's ball that trickles out, and Spokane have not yet been out of their own half. They have a throw deep in their own territory.
See Aguilera there. I mean, we're just going to see her all over the pitch. She's going to be up, down. We just saw on the right side taking a corner, so she can take it with her left foot.
It's quickly won back by Carolina. Will monopolize possessions with the opening 6 minutes. This is the reigning Players' Shield winners, the best regular season team a year ago. Mostly on the strength of their defense. Baston's attempted crosses ricochet out. This is an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Haven't had quite the same defensive prowess this year, Carolina, but they are scoring more. 15 goals for, 15 goals against for the first 8 games of the season. Led by the reigning Cambridge Super League Coach of the Year, Philip Poole.
We see this 15 goals scored, but they've conceded so many this year compared to this time in their first season last year.
Aguilera delivers, dropped into the 6 into the waiting hands of Hope Heisey.
Need a little more on it if you're going to be the reigning goalkeeper of the year. It's a little soft, a little easy for Heisey.
Smart against the world, and she has her pocket picked by Mackenzie George. Well, tonight's injury report is brought to you by Kinetic Chiropractic, a modern approach to chiropractic care. We are still without Katie Murray and Natalie Vigiano for Spokane, but today also without Sophie Braun, who was on the bench for Argentina's 3-0 friendly loss to the United States. Kelsey Euler also missing out. Similar list as we've seen all season long for Carolina, with Giovanna DeMarco and Addison Merrick yet to play this season. Meanwhile, the young goalkeeper Charlotte Burge is with the USA U20s.
And Coach Philip Poole is just so impressed with her. He thinks he has the 3 best goalkeepers in the league and just every day challenging each other. Philip Poole, a goalkeeper himself, so he knows it when he sees it.
It's dropped into the 18, headed on, flicked on by Tappan, and collected on the bounce by McClellan. Parker. Last season's Coach of the Year, Philip Poole, leading the side to the best defensive record and the best record period in the regular season a year ago. He's tried to get them back to that identity of being tough to beat, not just conceding a lot of goals, but also a lot of chances. Keep in mind, they don't have a clean sheet yet. The only team in the league yet to keep a shutout. Meanwhile, Megan McClellan is tied for second in the league in saves.
And he just feels they haven't put two halves together yet. They put together strong halves and then a weak half against teams. So let's see if they can pull it together for 90 today.
Here they come once more with Harding leading the way, dropped into the edge of the 6. And that'll lead to another corner kick, the third of the match for Carolina. Here's an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Audrey Harding has been in sizzling form. She's got goal contributions in 4 consecutive games. Back-to-back assists against Jacksonville and DC, setting up George in both of those games. Scored against Lexington and had an assist against Brooklyn as well on the game winner. Crossed in, back post, and it was met by Studer. Still some defending to do for Spokane. Aguilera puts this one well over the crossbar.
And you know what? It's right where she wanted it, which was on her left foot. This is a hard ball to time, though. The way it bounces so high up, it's so tough to time. Carolina doing a good job keeping that ball in.
Fontenot sent it forward. Foul whistled against Carolina, a free kick for Spokane, and a chance to take a deep breath. Tappin. Defensive triangle of Hope Heisey in goal, and the 2 center backs, Reese Tappin and Sarah McCoy, the captain, have played every minute in the Cambridge Super League so far this season. In fact, McCoy is the league's all-time leader in minutes played. She came into the game with 3,420.
One of the iron women of the league. And that back three has just been so strong. I mean, they're on the same page all the time. They know where each other's moving. They know when to step. They know when to drop.
Zierenberg. They build a little momentum. Now Zephyr. Here's McCoy. Splitting pass, and Jaskinet couldn't quite control, had it poked loose. It's rolled back from McClellan. Effective pressure applied now by Spokane. It leads to this. Here's Mart. It's wonderful for Mart to go through the legs. Fontenot, first time passes.
I like the idea, though. That's some good passing right there. Some good 1-2s.
There's Felicia Knox able to collect. And it will be a foul whistled against Knox. Free kick, Carolina. We'll scan now and you'll win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. Thank you to Caruso's, The Burger Dock, Flat Stick Pub, Casa Tap House, Konala, People's Waffle, and Method Juice Cafe. Has been an impressive 6-game unbeaten run for Spokane, keeping in mind that picked up just 2 points from the first 4 games of this season, a stretch in which they allowed 6 goals. Since then, 12 points from 6 games and just 1 goal conceded. And that was that late stoppage time equalizer away to DC, a 95th minute goal that ended that string of 5 consecutive clean sheets for Hope Heisey.
That was Gorley who scored that goal at the end. G-Money.
McCoy. That's given away uncharacteristically. It's beyond the reach of Mackenzie George. Third game in charge for Nicole Lukic. Had that impressive 2-0 victory over Dallas Trinity back on October 12th, with just 3 training sessions ahead of that contest. But a winning debut, followed that up with a 1-1 draw against DC Power. Needed 4 points from 2 games. Mason playing it forward. This is George attempting to cross, McCoy in her way. It'll be a throw for Carolina.
We had such a great chat with Nicole Lukic. You know, she even said it, you know, we always talk about the player pathway. Well, the coach pathway in the USL is just as strong.
All clipped in and collected by Heisey at the near post. Probably more touches for Hope Heisey in the course of these first 15 minutes than they would like.
This is the most I've seen it back in Spokane's defensive end yet this year.
It's Ali Cook fighting for possession. That was blasted forward for Zierenberg to chase. They'll get a throw out of it.
Yeah, I mean, that might have been Cook's first touches on the ball.
Select, the official match ball supplier of the Gainbridge Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Here's Fontenot. Thomas playing it down the line.
Today, look for Spokane to really attack down those outside flanks. That's where they think the weaknesses of Carolina is and where they think they can get their most offensive chances. Because they've done great defensively all year. Just a little bit of scoring struggles that leads them to tying games instead of winning them. Nice touch.
For Spokane, 7 goals allowed in 10 games coming into tonight. Good build-up as Fontenot trying to get on the end of it. And it's broken up by Studer. Now Basin. Mackenzie George. Early ball is in, a wonderful delivery, a chance for the opener, and Heisey with a sensational save. Audrey Harding denied. Lightning quick reflex from Heisey.
She's just so athletic. What a great reaction kick save. Again, this is why she's reigning goalkeeper of the year. I mean, that is just an impossible kick save. She does such a great job at cutting down the angles. Anytime it's a breakaway or a one-on-one situation, she makes that goal so small for the strikers.
Best goals against average in the league. Most clean sheets in the league, and most saves by a long shot.
Yeah. Long shot for career as well.
Called into action once more. This will be the easiest one she's made.
And this is why she has the confidence back there as well. This is why her back line has the confidence. They can be a bit more aggressive knowing they have a quality keeper like Heisey who can cut down those angles.
Heavy touch from Fontenot. Martinez was quick to react. Morris skipping past the initial challenge. Aguilera. Ball is clipped in, back post. A good delivery is met by Baston, but she was troubled just enough by Boone. Here's Morris. Possession short circuits, and it's short-lived for Spokane. Sent away by Fontenot. Cook with her back to goal. Baston. Martinez. Welcome back. Apologies for the technical difficulties. No goals yet as we approach the end of the 20th minute. Weathered an early storm from Carolina, who were buoyed by their first road win coming into tonight. Fast start. Essentially pinned Spokane back against their own goal, but having a bit more space now, the home side. That's a tough clash on the near side.
Yeah, hard hit here. Both players going for that ball on the sideline.
Baston took the worst of it against Fontenot.
Two players just going hard for the ball there as it's going over the sideline. Unfortunate, it was into the coach's area where the chairs were.
Players taking advantage to hydrate. It's a chilly night in the Pacific Northwest, 40 degrees in Spokane.
Spokane did a good job there weathering Carolina's high press and their offensive attack they had for the first 10 minutes.
Baston is so little shaken up. Took a bump to her chest from Fontenot and might have caught one of those chairs. Spokane have been so solid at home. A couple of wins, in fact, 2 of their 3 wins have come at this stadium. They've only allowed 1 goal to the opposition on home turf. Picked up 7 of a possible 12 points from their 4 home games so far.
Some great fans though, coming out 40 degrees. Nicole was even telling us that how much she hates the cold, she hates the rainy weather. I was like, you took the wrong job.
This is the weather the game was invented for.
Yeah.
Run around in those winter months.
That's what I need, a pink little woolly like that. That's a Care Bear.
So good to see that Riley Baston is seemingly okay. Waiting for the thumbs up to return into this game. This is Reese Tappan. McCoy, Carolina for the moment, playing with 10. And Spokane trying to take advantage. Zierenberg. Haley Thomas not really able to find an opening there against a double team, but she does win a throw. And Baston checks back in. It's 11 against 11. Aguilera. Carolina happy to get that ball away and get back into their defensive shape. Fontenot.
I like this pressure by Carolina. They're doing a great job stepping up as an entire unit. It's not just one player.
And it's probably not a sustainable amount of pressure for the entirety of the 90 minutes, but it's everywhere in the pitch at this moment. Tappan. Carolina force another long ball. George just had it poked loose by Jaskinik. So much of the game has been played over in this final third. Spokane do not yet have a shot in this game. They've been outshot 7-0 and 3 on target from Carolina. They've kept Hope Heisey quite busy. Aguilera is dispossessed.
They still look pretty calm and composed though on the ball, considering it's been in in their third the entire time.
Fontenot's there. Heinze again under pressure. Tappin. Dangerous pass, trying to thread it through. It's given away now. Harding. Squared back, looking for George. Laid off, and it's cleared away by Marissa Martz. It's been forced to defend very deep. It's well done by Zierenberg, putting in a shift in defense to win it back. But it's just a conveyor belt of pressure from Carolina. They've won it back.
Spokane's doing a good job trying to get the split to break out. It's just not threading the needle enough. If Carolina's going to keep playing high, they can keep them sucked in, and then they've got to play out of those gaps.
Coming off her line was Hope Heinze there to collect. Windermere Foundation is thrilled to welcome our charity of the month. It's more than a home, it's a way to give back. Please visit our site at www.windermerefoundation.com. Again, the pressure applied by Baston and Carolina churns Spokane over. Have a throw deep in opposition territory. Here's Brie Martinez. Strong challenge by Fontenot, and that'll draw the referee's whistle. Free kick coming up for Carolina.
And the referee already had a chat with Fontenot. She was the one who checked Blaisdon out of bounds as well. So they already had a little chat, so it's something he's going to be keeping an eye on.
So 2 on the wall for Hope Heinze. Gil Aguilera standing over the ball. Seven assists last season. As are 2 behind Amina Ekic of Lexington for the all-time lead. Aguilera flights it into good ball, inviting to the back post. And they had a player there. It was Studer with a center back's finish.
And I like Aguilera taking this, right? She's going to take it with her left foot, the inside of her left foot. It's going to bend. It's going to curve in towards the goal. You're almost aiming for the defender's back of their head in hopes that there's a deflection, something like that, to get it on goal.
Challenged by Baston. Draws the referee's whistle. Enter the Prinks Tires Family Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for a chance to win a prize pack worth up to $4,000. Scan the QR code on the screen to enter today. Again, that pressure is forcing Spokane to play a little faster than seemingly they feel comfortable with so far, and this time Sarah McCoy puts it out of play. Rolled back by Martinez for Studer. Wonderful connectivity from Carolina.
Nice combos.
Fontenot jumping into the passing lane to win it back. She draws the foul against Baston. Heinze again under pressure from George. Gets it away in time, and this will be another throw for Carolina. Just really impressive how they're able to press as a unit. Nothing's come easy for the hosts. Ali Cook a long way away from goal. Emily Morris. Jenna Butler was sent off late in that September 24th meeting between these two sides. A straight red card in stoppage time. But she did score the winner in Carolina's last visit to the stadium back in March. Picked up by Mackenzie George, turning the defense into attack. Options to either side. Baston is troubled, harassed by Fontenot. That's good defending. from Ginger Fontenot. Corner kick.
I don't think Baisden knew that Fontenot was right behind her, coming on her right side. Good recovery defense there, huh? But this is what Carolina likes to do. They want to win the ball in the middle of the pitch, and they want to counterattack fast.
This is an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Once again, it's Aguilera standing over it. Driven in low this time to the near post. Baisden's effort blocked. 4 corner kicks already, 30 minutes in.
Aguilera's been mixing up her services a bit on those corner kicks. Seems like she's aiming for the near post for the flick on.
This is George. Well, she was going for the target, trying to find the top corner, and the deflection will take it out for the 5th corner kick now for Carolina.
And George just showing her different strengths. You know, she's definitely not the tallest player out there, but she's still posting up those defenders like she is.
From this corner, it's Brie Martinez calibrating. And swinger heart of the 6. It's loose on a doorstep. And sent over by Audrey Harding. But another deflection and another corner kick coming.
And it's just starting to get a little nervy here with the amount of corner kicks that Carolina is getting. A great deflection there by the Spokane defense. But I mean, they have to start winning these balls out of the air. Could set up for a short corner here.
10 shots in just over half an hour played.
Yeah.
Carolina looking for the breakthrough, and Aguilera will deliver the service. Again, the in-swinger to the near post. Contact. Players down, with the contact incidental in the view of the referee. And Spokane will have a throw in their own half.
Just so many corner kicks by Carolina already. I'm fine with a no call there.
And Riley Parker going down on their contact. Didn't seem to be a foul. And Thomas Snyder saw nothing wrong with it. Ali Cook. The bulk of her touches have come in the defensive half. Fontenot. Tapping. Just sense that Spokane is trying to settle into a rhythm, move the ball around to move the opposition, but there's that frenetic pressure, steady, constant pressure from Carolina.
And I think they're still trying to play wide, but Carolina's recognizing that and closing it down.
Elite minds, unlock your mind, unlock your game. Visit our website today. Passed it forward by Fontenot. Cook settles, is pulled back from behind by the captain, Porter.
Cook has definitely dropped in a little more than what we've seen the rest of the season. She's playing more of a 10.
It's intended for Zierenberg. Knocked down by Cook. Morris is fouled immediately by Jaskinek, and that'll be a free kick for Carolina, who are quick to restart. Butler. Now Aguilera leading the charge. Harding working out wide. Martinez. It's a burst of acceleration from Zierenberg, and she's done really well to win this ball back. Not the effort from the attacking players, Cook and Zierenberg to try and just get something of possession back.
Yeah, it was great hustle by Zierenberg. I mean, she really put the gas on here. I mean, she was just flying.
It's the better of Brie Martinez that time. Catapulted out of the back by Tappan. Mart's knocking it down. Just in terms of who's getting the most touches for Carolina, it's the players you would want. In fact, Jill Aguilera, last season's Golden Playmaker, has the most touches for Carolina Ascent in the course of these first 35 minutes. For Spokane, it's Heisey, Tappan, and McCoy.
That's not a good statistic if you're a Spokane fan. You do not want your goalkeeper with the most touches. I mean, they've really just been pinned back in their own defensive end. Carolina's done such a great job with their high pressure.
To their credit, it's still 0-0. Spokane defensively have been solid all season long. And with 10 minutes left, they'll restart via free kick. All 8 of Carolina's games this season have been close. They've all been decided by a goal or less.
And besides a few games this season in the Gamebridge Super League, most of the games have been pretty close.
Once again, Spokane forced back into their own final third. COR Institute, COR Institute, your wellness playground. Get one back by Harding. It's clipped into the middle for Mackenzie George. Dealt well with the pressure. Baston looking for an opening. She's tracked by Fontenot.
We talked about Carolina keeping this high press up the entire half. They're going to get their breathers when Heisey just has the ball at her feet, but they're going to keep that high pressure up in hopes to win it, that second ball in the center of the pitch. Spokane just having trouble figuring it out, how to break it.
So Haley Thomas to put the ball back in play. Butler dealt with that well, working against Allie Cook. Trying to play that into space. Reese Tappan is there to intercept. Tappan on the ball. Cook finally getting a touch at the edge of the final with the attacking third, and that's expertly well by Jenna Butler. Tappan. Space and time on the ball here from McCoy to pick her options. Fontenot. Kept in by Mart, surrounded by Carolina defenders. Trying to split the double team, but Taylor Porter was alert to the danger.
It was more like a triple team on her. She was unable to break it.
That's maybe what's so impressive about the way that Carolina have pressed, is that the lines are still fairly compact. Moving well as a unit off the ball. Here's McCoy. Fontenot.
Spokane just really unable to get this ball forward, even over their midfield line. Defenders are doing a good job with possession. They're obviously holding and keeping Carolina away from scoring, but there has to be some sort of offensive production.
Jaskiniak. They do have confidence in their defenders. The ball doesn't burn their feet, so often you will see them recycle that possession to Tappan, McCoy. But there just haven't been a lot of avenues forward. A lot of roadblocks set up by Carolina in the course of these first 40 minutes.
They're just unable to break the lines to go forward. Finally,
now is Mark.
Yeah, finally we see it here.
And it could open up for them at Zierenberg now on the near side. Delivered to the back post, intended for Cook, and well beyond her reach. Signs of life in attack.
Finally, they're able to break lines, take that space that Carolina is giving them. This was definitely meant to be a cross. That was not a good connection.
Carolina got numbers back in defense. Just under 5 minutes remain of first half normal time. Opening 45, in which Carolina have fired off 11 shots. Here's Heisey to deal with the danger. Part of our conversation with Carolina coach Philip Poole this week was about the number of chances that they're conceding every game. Well, they've yet to concede a single one. McCoy.
This is where Carolina is going to catch their breath here, when Heisey has the ball at her feet.
Quickly back in possession through Studer. It's Carolina. Harding now with options to either side. Audrey Harding thought about this shot. Bouncing in front of Hope Heisey.
Harding just unable to connect to get a quality shot off there.
Tappan. Boone just laying it off. Slided forward for Ali Cook. That's a tough ask, Cook against the center backs. But once again, Butler covers well and wins it back. Threaded through, and Ali Cook is in behind this time. Quickly off her line, McClellan is out to collect.
I like it when Cook plays that higher role. I feel she's more effective, more deadly up there when she's stretching, when she's just sitting on the last defender's cleats.
Bit of space here for Mackenzie George. Waiting for options inside of the 18. George. McCoy stands her ground well. It's put out of play by Fontenot. And make that another corner kick coming up for Carolina. This is an ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club.
Seven corner kicks so far by Carolina. I mean, that's a high amount for the first half, and I'm surprised they have not put one in yet.
The bulk of them over from this corner, where Aguilera will play it short with Brie Martinez. Aguilera. It's lifted in by Porter, back post, good delivery, square ball in, edge of the 6. Well, Parker couldn't latch on. Just allowing that ball to bounce in front of her.
And I like this timing by Carolina. Spokane's defense, they're moving up, but look, someone was still lagging behind, which kept them onside.
Getting to space this time, and Fontenot will watch it out. It'll be a goal kick for Hope Heisey. Lumberbread Brewing is proud to be the preferred craft brewery partner of USL Spokane. Visit our downtown tasting room for expertly brewed craft beer and food at 25 E 3rd Avenue. Open 7 days a week. Boone. Knox. Not able to knock it down, and once more, Carolina able to win the loose ball. How high up McClellan is, with all of the lines advanced for Carolina. Not able to keep that in play this time. It'll be a throw for Spokane. This half stoppage time is presented by Rosaire's Supermarket. 2 minutes added on, a minimum 2 minutes. How often have we seen this Heisey standing over the ball with 2 Carolina players in front of her, daring her to play long? And Tappan does. It's settled by Cook. Did well to find Jaskinek in the middle. Now Knox. Cook pulling the strings.
Spokane just really unable to connect in that final third.
Well, for all of the chances that Carolina have had, there was that one big save by Hope Heisey, the kick save from point blank to deny. The rest have been relatively straightforward, but it's the volume of chances and the lack of them for Spokane that's really stood out in the course of the first 45 minutes. This is Mart. Could all change here. Clipped over the top for Zierenberg, who's in behind. Time to run perfectly. It's Zierenberg! Well, there's their first shot of the game. And Megan McClellan was up to the challenge.
Great ball over the top here. Zierenberg, nice touch, unable. She tries to toe poke it by McClellan, but unable to slip it through.
It was Zierenberg's goal in the first half of their previous meeting that settled the game for Spokane, a 35-minute game winner for Tori Zierenberg. Nearly does it again. Well, they left it late in that opening half, but Spokane finally show their teeth and create something denied by McClellan. It's 0-0 at the break. It's been mostly one-way traffic.
It really has, and Spokane, they need to look to split this high pressure from Carolina through the middle, and then they can play up the flank, up the wings. That's where they're going to get their openings. Carolina, keep up this high pressure. I mean, they're doing a great job. They're winning those second balls. Now just create higher scoring opportunities so they can get a goal.
45 minutes gone. Carolina have asked plenty of questions of Hope Heisey, who leads the league in clean sheets. It's 0-0 at the break at One Spokane Stadium. Nothing to separate them on the scoreboard. Carolina have to like what they've seen in the first 45. We're back with more after this.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
At Eastern Washington University, students and faculty work side by side to restore a lost prairie and decrease our carbon footprint. Composers are writing music to help us understand how salmon migrate. And urban and regional planning students partner with cities to gather the data they need to address homelessness. Interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world. That's Eastern Washington University and you.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with 3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
Welcome back. 45 minutes gone at One Spokane Stadium. No score yet between Zephyr and Carolina Ascent. Halfway through, plenty of chances. We'll get to those later on in halftime, but the Gamebridge Super League's new series called Be Here dives into the stories and experiences of players around the league. This video highlights the story behind DC power forward Gianna Gorley's iconic G-Money nickname. Have a look.
This worked ahead, it's Gorley. Gorley in behind, Gianna Gorley!
Yeah, I think for me as a player, I'm just really hungry to score goals. I like being in the box and getting the ball at my feet and just taking a bunch of shots and being dynamic as well. I really like to get in behind defenses and like just create havoc. My G-Money nickname, I think I was 9 or 10 years old. I had this one coach and I showed up with these bright orange cleats to training one day. It was the first time I always wore black cleats. And he's like, "What up, G? Like you have money makers today." I was like, "Yeah, you know," I was feeling myself. I scored a couple bangers that day, and it just kind of stuck. He was like, "Oh, G-Money has the money makers," and it just stuck for the rest of my career. And just the environment alone, I've made a lot of good friends here, and we get along really well, and it's just a cool place to be a part of. Continuing to build chemistry is really big for us, and I think once we take off, we're going to really take off because we have the personnel, we have the coaching staff behind us, and I'm really excited for what we're going to bring this season, and I think we can win a championship.
And we'll look forward to seeing more of those throughout the course of this season. No breakthrough yet between Spokane and Carolina. Halfway through, it's 0-0 at halftime, and there's more on the other side. Stay with us. Well, no goals yet, but an eventful first 45 minutes at One Spokane Stadium between Spokane and Carolina. Carolina has sent buoyed by that win away to Brooklyn. Really put Spokane's defense to the test. Hope Heisey equal to the challenge so far. Here's a look back at the best of the first 45 minutes.
It was Carolina that started off with this high pressure. They were winning balls in that midfield and just attacking. And Aguilera, we talked about how she gets involved in the offense. Even though she's a defender, she's always up, involved, and loves to get those shots off.
3 chances created by Mackenzie George, 2 for Jill Aguilera. They have been the creative engine for this team.
And this right here, it's a great through ball, but guess what? It's Heisey. She's so athletic. She's able to cut down these angles. This is what we call tiger swan. Getting yourself big, and she gets that save.
It is stupefyingly good from Hope Heisey. Another corner kick delivered here. It's loose on the doorstep. And once again, it's closed shut.
And this is the Spokane's gang defense, what they like to do. Everything's deflected. No clean shots make it into Heisey, and that's what they keep doing.
Harding with a couple of good efforts in the course of the first 45 minutes. Here's another from Carolina. It's lifted in, and Butler knocking it down. Parker could not redirect.
And I love this head ball by Butler. She's able to keep it in play, put it back to her teammates. Just no one's able to get a clean look at goal.
Well, delivered into a crowd, finally cleared away by Fontenot. And then finally, in first half stoppage time, showed signs of life in attack. It's Tori Zierenberg.
And Spokane's best opportunity here. But a great kick save by McClellan. She's not going to let anything get by her as well. And those were basically the 2 big chances right there for each team.
So here's a look at the numbers from that first 45 minutes. Possession split 60-40 Spokane's way, but it's where that possession has come as they've been pinned back against their own goal by Carolina's pressure for much of the first 45. A couple of offside flags come up against Carolina, none for Spokane. They just haven't created enough in attack.
Yeah, and Carolina's just done a great job with their high pressure. They're really pinning Spokane back, and even though that percentage is 60%, they're not breaking lines with it.
No yellow cards of yet. A pretty clean opening 45 minutes. And here's a look at the live table. As for the moment, with the point apiece, Spokane would be leapfrogging Lexington, albeit with 3 more games.
Yeah,
They'd be
exactly.
1 point clear at the top, pending the rest of Week 10. While Carolina Ascent would be staying put right where they are, 5th place, just below the playoff line, behind Sporting Jacksonville. But that is just a provisional standing. Still 2 big points up for grabs as the second half is fast approaching. Spokane 0, Carolina 0 at the break. All to play for when we come back. anything to stay warm in the Pacific Northwest. Spokane and Carolina 0-0 through the first 45 minutes. No changes from either side for the start of the second half. The same 22 players from the walkout set to get things underway in this second stanza. Alongside the Hall of Famer Christine Huber, I'm Dre Cordero. Christine, your thoughts on that first 45 minutes?
I mean, Carolina just did a great job with their pressure. Let's see if they're able to keep this up for that second half. I think they are able to catch a breather, catch a break every time Heisey just holds the ball at her feet like this. So it'll be interesting to see what changes are made.
Certainly more volume of chances and better chances from Carolina, the visiting side, but only one big chance for both teams. In fact, you add up all of the 12 shots and 4 on target from Carolina, it comes up to an XG of less than 1. So those have been contested shots. It's a certain bend but don't break quality to Spokane in the first 45 minutes. Here's Tabin.
And I'm sure Coach Phillip will talk to Carolina about that at halftime. You have to have better opportunities, higher scoring opportunities, especially when you're going against this defense and a goalkeeper such high caliber like Heisey.
Here's Aguilera. Flighted forward, trying to put it into space for Mackenzie George. Tappan got there in time. Bit of a slack pass, Tappan to the rescue once more. So 4 across the back in front of Heisey. Thomas, Tappan, McCoy, and Boone. It's a good foray forward, intercepted by Aguilera. It's one back by Knox, only for a moment. Jaskin and Knox are the double pivot with Zierenberg, Martin, Fontenot in support of Ali Cook. For Carolina, 4 across the back, Martinez, Studer, Butler, and Aguilera in front of McClellan. Morris, Porter, and Parker, the central midfield trio. Mason and Harding out wide, and Mackenzie George leads the attack. That just ricocheted off of Fontenot at the last. It'll be a throw for Carolina. Worth noting, Carolina have not lost on the road this season. 1 win, 3 draws in their 4 road games so far. Had drawn 3 straight before picking up that first win in Brooklyn. With the pressure, now it's turned over. Harding. Porter. Clipped to the near side for Aguilera. And they definitely want the ball at her feet. Inviting Knox to dance. Ball is swung in, back post overcooked. And chased down by George. George against Fontenot. Porter. Aguilera conducting while pulling the strings.
Yeah, she needs to.
This is Butler.
She wants Butler to move up and get involved in the attack.
Knox, they're back to goal, a long way from goal, had it poked loose. Parker now. Since winning that Players' Shield last season, Carolina saw 10 players depart, 9 new signings come in. That still makes them the #1 retention team in the Gamebridge Super League. There's a certain familiarity. Bringing back the core of their group. This is promising now for Spokane in search of an opening goal. Ali Cook fires straight at McClellan. Holds on for the save. That's more like it from Zephyr.
Yeah, and this is much better with Ali Cook, right? She's making her runs off the ball. She's also higher up the pitch, which remember in the first half, she was kind of more back into that 10 role. She wasn't getting the ball at her feet, and she wasn't getting chances like that.
Cook.
I mean, Cook knows how to score, right? That's not the issue. The issue is she has to get the ball at her feet. I think she has to move more off the ball, make more quality runs off the ball so she can get it and be dangerous.
Ball finds the captain again, McCoy. Zierenberg this time. There's Brie Martinez to intercept. Now Zierenberg finding a sliver of space and delivering back post. Aguilera was there to nod the danger away. Harding in possession.
Look at how quick Spokane is to get back. Just numbers behind the ball. They're tight, compact.
Just 5 touches inside of the Carolina 18-yard box so far from Spokane, compared to 30 from the Carolina Ascent. Aguilera. It's a well-timed challenge by Jaskinik. Marissa Mart trying to combine with Zierenberg. Spokane seemed to be a little further up the pitch in this early stages of this second half, not defending quite as deep. Ali Cook manages to keep it in play, working here against Butler. And then she's dispossessed. It's excellent 1v1 defending.
It's a nice stick by Butler.
And Ali Cook does the work to get it back. Tapping. Now McCoy. More direct approach this time, trying to find the run of Knox. The Gainbridge Super League season is in full swing. Visit GainbridgeSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, analysis, and insight into all things Gainbridge Super League. What a brilliant 4 days. Gainbridge Super League action on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Tonight, Spokane and Carolina with the stage all to themselves. Made off neatly by Knox, but quick to win it back is Carolina. Harding. Her pocket picked. Felicia Knox. It was Aguilera to win it back. She's so good on both sides of the ball. Now Mackenzie George in a battle with Haley Thomas.
It's a tough square ball by George. It's got to be at an angle. It's got to be at a diagonal angle.
It's a Studer. Basting out wide. Plenty of targets in the box, but she's harassed by Zierenberg. How many times have we seen that from Tori Zierenberg in the course of this game, coming all the way back to defend and help win possession back for Spokane? Cook knocking it down. Oh, it's a collision in midfield right in front of the referee. It'll be a free kick for Spokane. Thomas Snyder will have a word with Audrey Harding.
Yeah, just a verbal warning here. Been a pretty clean game so far.
Sydney Studer was the guilty party. Marta's toppled again in midfield.
It's one way to get the ball, just run right through her.
Jaskinik. Foul's committed by Emma Jaskinik this time as she brings down Harding. And they'll have a look as this is potential head injury.
Yeah, head-to-head collision here. Referee will immediately stop play, call in the athletic trainers. Both players going up for the ball there. Jasnik had a bunch of chances last game, just unable to finish them.
Ten minutes gone in the second half. No change on the scoreboard yet. Spokane 0, Carolina 0. We're even in the first few minutes of this second half.
Yeah, so both players are going to step off here, and then we'll have the official wave them on, so we'll be back 11 on 11.
This is Porter. Aguilera. Studer now sending it wide. Morris wanted it in the middle. Passing lane is closed down by Fontenot.
And this is your best bet to beat the low block. You have to keep going from side to side. Get those defenders moving. Let the gaps open up.
Again, pressure applied by Carolina, trying to make it difficult for Spokane to play out of the back. Thomas rolling it back. Alicia Knox is knocked down by Jill Aguilera. Free kick for Spokane in their own half. Scan now, you'll win one of 20 unique restaurant discounts. So big thanks to Caruso's, The Burger Dock, Flatstick Pub, Casa Tap House, Konala, People's Waffle, and Method Juice Cafe. As we tick toward the hour mark.
Carolina's going to step as a team now for this high pressure.
Tapping. There's Aguilera to intercept.
Ooh.
And it's Cook who is whistled for the foul. Restarted quickly. This is Taylor Porter. Harding now. Dribbling at Haley Thomas is Harding back onto her right. Jaskin getting in the way. And that will lead to another Carolina corner kick. Another ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club.
There's 3 Spokane players just around the ball again. The deflection just getting in the way. It doesn't even make it towards goal.
8th corner kick of the match for Carolina. Pri Martinez measures. She has Aguilera alongside if she wants to play it short. It's flighted in near post and headed away by Tappan. Porter flung back in toward the 18. Thomas will watch it bounce out. It'll be a goal kick for Hope Heisey. So Nicole Lukic will make the game's first change. Cam Tucker getting ready to check into the contest. That's given away inside the 18. The Harding square ball in! A catastrophic mistake. And it's pounced on by Carolina. Riley Baston with an easy tap in. And just before the hour mark, Carolina Ascent take the lead.
There were definitely a few scary moments, but none more scarier than this. What a defensive breakdown by Spokane. Charlie Boone is the one, gives it away. What an easy finish for Carolina. Doesn't get much easier than that. And I said Carolina needs to get high scoring opportunities. Guess what? That one's a pretty high percentage right there.
First goal of the season for Riley Baston. Comes at the stroke of the hour mark. And Carolina up a goal to nil. Substitution is made. Cam Tucker checks in, replacing Felicia Knox. Tucker, another player who can create plenty of chances. She's got 9 on this season, tied with Jill Aguilera coming into the game for the 10th most in the league.
And how about that stat right up there? Carolina unbeaten when scoring first. And that's a pretty big stat here for this game line.
That's a dangerous opportunity for Ursa Martz. And it's just cut out, and this will be a corner kick, a rare corner kick for Spokane. Another ICCU corner kick, your financial success fan club. Martz set to deliver. Get into space now for Jaskinik to chase after, just running out of real estate. Goal kick from McClellan. That's not how they drew that corner kick up in training. Attempted to play it short, ends up all the way back at midfield.
They were at goal line extended. It almost went all the way back 50 yards. You know, that high pressure for Carolina just finally paid off. You could see Spokane just making a few mistakes, and that was a big one.
Well, they had dealt with a barrage of chances by Carolina, but Spokane self-destruct just before the hour mark. Thomas scrambles back. Not a lot that Hope Heisey could do about that chance. It was point blank with all of the goal they aimed for.
And I think that was just complete breakdown from everyone. Heisey's
all clipped into the area, and off for line is McClellan. Is there to collect on the bounce.
Heisey's pass was a bit soft as well, which then led to the bad turnover.
Fontenot able to win it back via throw. Here's Mart. Lovely touch. Good hold of play, and she does draw the foul, and a free kick from a promising position now for Spokane in search of an equalizing goal. A wall of one for Megan McClellan. Ball driven into the heart of the area. Seemed to come off the hand of Brie Martinez. And this will be a throw for Spokane. It's only the second goal that Spokane have allowed at home this season, and now their 5th game on home turf. Haley Thomas. This one back through Harding. It's the first time that Spokane have trailed since Nicole Lukic took over. They beat Dallas Trinity 2-0 in her debut. They were up until the 95th minute of their 1-1 draw with DC Power. And so for the first time since the new coach's arrival, forced to try and battle back from a deficit. Smart wins another free kick.
We've had some great chats with Nicole, just obviously just coming from at one point W League.
Look out, there's numbers in attack now for Carolina. Ball scores through the legs of the goal scorer Baston.
And I mean, you're talking about, you know, Nicole coming on. A lot of times new coaches come on because someone was fired, you know, the team's in a slump, they're not winning. She takes over a team that's in second place, so fair job for her.
Was in second place in the midst of what is now a 6-game unbeaten run. So often new coaches stepping into a difficult situation where things aren't going well. It's not been the case as things started a little choppy under Josh McAllister, but he had seemed to right the ship. This is Harding now looking for an opening. Skies her effort. Well, hello, Zephyr fans. Scan the QR code now for your chance to win a $100 gift card to Rosar's Supermarkets, official grocery store of your Spokane Velocity and Zephyr FC.
Carolina press is still working, right? They don't have to win the first ball. They're winning the second ball, and then they have a quick counterattack.
This is Porter. Played every minute of last season. The Carolina captain, one of 4 players in the league to do so. Bree Martinez is closed down by McCoy. This is Butler. Porter working out wide. It's clipped into the area, and Heisey rising to pluck it out of the air. Thomas under pressure. Tappan got it away. Again, that ravenous press of Carolina, making things difficult for Spokane deep in their own half.
It's definitely been working all night.
Porter.
Can Carolina switch the field here? Get this ball to the other side.
Aguilera running into the 18, option streaking into the box, and it's dealt with by McCoy. Now Harding. Tried to cross her body, square ball in, back post. It's loose on the doorstep. Once more, they get a second. Just a barrage of pressure from Carolina Ascent. And Riley Baston has her second of the match, her second of the season. It's 2-0 to Carolina.
And how about this? Baston with the finish gets a brace in this game. Her second goal of the game, her second goal of this season. Puts it top shelf. It's just that scramble, right? And I feel like Carolina has been the first to a lot of these 50-50 balls, right? We just see players on the ground everywhere from Spokane, but it's been Carolina all night that's been up winning the balls.
Just over 20 minutes remain. Two good finishes. Opportunistic from Riley Baston. Is there any way back for Spokane now? They've got plenty of time left, but just the balance of the game has been tilted against Hope Heisey's goal the entirety of this almost 70 minutes now. Free kick for Carolina.
I have to say, so far, first half into second half, Carolina's been consistent.
Look out. Tappan getting there just in time, smartly nodding it back for Hope Heisey. Well, just rolled off of Carolina player. It's Fontano to put it back in play. Reese Tappan.
Spokane still struggling to break lines. Still holding on with the edge in possession. But they're not going anywhere with it. They're not going forward. And they're definitely not getting into their final third.
Here's Taylor Porter. So just 20 minutes remain of the 90. Looks like there's action on the subs bench for Spokane once more as Lukic is searching for answers. Shot is on target from Riley Parker, but an easy save for Heisey.
And Nicole Lukic, she's going to want more out of her team offensively.
Again, it's given away a short pitch to counter. Harding skips past the initial challenge.
Ooh, I like
Clever
that.
chip in, was looking for Parker, who just didn't react in time.
I like that slip.
Audrey Harding, who came in sizzling form, again contributing to goals in 4 straight games coming into this one. Goal and 3 assists. You could make it 5 straight games now as she's credited with the assist on the first goal. Here she is once more. It's Harding on her right. Oh, slips through the legs of Fontenot. And that will lead to a Carolina. Well, did the flag come up? Referee looking for help from his assistant. It is given as a goal kick.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one, whether it hit her legs going through or did it completely nutmeg her.
So a double substitution with Maggie Johnson checking in for Charlie Boone. And Lena Solano will take over from Ginger Fontenot. It's that entire left flank that is swapped out for Spokane.
And I would assume now they're going to start sending players forward. You're down 2-0. You can't have Hope Heisey sitting on the ball all day.
Here's Cook with her back to goal. Wrestle to the ground. Nice Studer. Lena Solano has 3 goals on the season. Little firepower coming in off the bench. Try and find some inroad back into this contest. Again, they're without Sophie Braun, the Argentine international who was an unused sub today for Argentina's 3-0 friendly loss to the United States. Ali Cook on the receiving end here. Cook! Was trying to find the corner and just narrowly misses wide.
And this is what we want to see more from Cook. Her off-the-ball movement, able to split and get behind defenders, create that space. That'll open her up, and that will get her cleaner shots.
I mentioned Braun because she's one of the best on this team in terms of creating chances, pulling the strings in the midfield. Absent today while on international duty. Elite Minds, unlock your mind, unlock your game. Visit our website today. That one just gets away from Mackenzie George. George credited with the assist on the second goal. Here's Cook. Forward by Johnson, looking for Arissa Mart. Not taking any chances here. Studer is happy to put it out of play. Quickly back in. Laid off for Solano from the edge of the area. Getting to space for Mart. And the offside flag comes up.
Great team defense by Carolina to stay on that same line and step up at the same time to get him offside.
Disciplined defending once more is Carolina for the moment, with just over a quarter of an hour remaining, are working on what would be their first clean sheet of the season.
Uh-oh. I think he could be jinxing him.
Ooh, Cam Tucker is fouled. And that'll be the game's first yellow card as Audrey Harding is cautioned.
And this right here, I think it's more of, yeah, definitely a foul. She takes out her leg away from the ball, and what's tough about this, all of her body weight is on the other leg, so it just makes it an awkward fall.
Second yellow card of the season for Audrey Harding. And she had the assist against Jacksonville, another assist to find Mackenzie George against DC. Scored against Lexington. That ball is dropped into the 18. George trying to get it away in traffic. Added another assist against Brooklyn and gets another tonight. So for Audrey Harding, in the last 5 games, 4 assists and a goal. Playing into space now for Ali Cook to chase it down, and bounces into the waiting hands of McClelland. Harding. It's an excellent dribble to beat first Harding and then Solano, but the pass left something to be desired.
Right idea, just unable to execute.
Maggie Johnston. It's a good switch of play to find Cam Tucker on the near side. Isolated against Aguilera. Swinging it, goes for goal. Well off target. Well, Lumberbeard Brewing is proud to be the preferred craft brewery partner for USL Spokane. Visit our downtown tasting room for expertly brewed craft beer and food at 25 East 3rd Avenue, open 7 days a week. Zierenberg, clever. Find Mart. Back heel, picks out Ali Cook. In the end, it leads to a throw for Carolina. "18 shots from the Carolina Ascent, 7 on target, and 2 getting past Hope Heisey. Ali Cook will be whistled for the foul. Oh, it's given the other way. Cook on the receiving end. Check that. Cook the guilty party. Little room to roam here for Aguilera on the near side.
Spokane, where are your ball kids? You need help right now. The clock is not on your side.
Back in through Thomas. Jaskinig into the middle. Mart could open up here for Spokane. Trying to half the deficit. Zierenberg into the 18. Square ball in. Intended for Solano. Pouncing on it is Zierenberg. Appeals for a penalty, and they've got it. A chance to half the deficit from the spot. As Tori Zierenberg, who scored the game winner when these two sides met back in September, draws the foul inside the 18, and a chance to put Zephyr back in it.
Spokane doing a good job getting numbers up, heading towards goal. Just unfortunate there. Look, if it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's in the box, it's in the box. I mean, she clearly steps on her foot, takes her foot out away from her, so
10 minutes remain. Up steps Ali Cook. Scored from the spot just before the hour last time out against DC Power. chance to convert 2 penalties in as many games now. McClellan trying to preserve that clean sheet. Ali Cook buries it. Expertly taken. And it's game on in Spokane. Her 4th goal of the season. Ali Cook puts Spokane Zephyr right back in it.
This is a beautiful taken penalty kick by Cook as we see this foul again. Definitely a foul. But she's so calm, composed. She takes a deep breath, she exhales, and then she just finishes it with authority.
Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Zierenberg has been one of the bright spots for Spokane in the course of this match on both ends of the ball, really. Her effort defensively to win it back. And a couple of opportunities on the offensive end. Draws the penalty, Cook finishes it. Harding now wins it back.
And Zierenberg, just one of those players, she'll do anything for the team. She's a coach's kid.
Look out, she's on a hat trick now. Baston decides to lay it off for Porter. Harding again on the near side. Cam Tucker working hard. The fresh legs of the substitute did well to spark the counterattack. This is Silano now. Thomas. McCoy. Pretty much a back 3 now in possession as they try and get numbers forward in search of an equalizing goal. Cook trying to force her way through. That's given away. Zierenberg again. Just nipping at the heels and nearly wins it back at the edge of the 18. Jaskinek. Played forward for Mart. We'll stay up to date with the Gamebridge Super League. Sign up for the Super newsletter. Get news about your favorite team and stories from around the league delivered directly into your inbox weekly. Sign up at GamebridgeSuperLeague.com/newsletter. Jill Aguilera. All about game management now for Carolina, trying to come away with all 3 points. It's an improved second half from Spokane. They've got 4 shots, 2 on target since the restart.
They just seem more energized. They're moving more, they're getting up, they're winning the 50-50 balls, they're clearing it out of their defensive end, sending players forward now.
As it stands, it would be the end of a 6-game unbeaten run for Spokane, the second longest active streak behind Lexington, who remain unbeaten on this season. And it would extend Carolina's unbeaten run to now 4 games, 3 of those victories. Be 3 wins and a draw against Lexington, who are unbeaten. It's an impressive 4-game run for Philip Poole and Carolina, if it stands. Just ricochets off the back of Aguilera. It'll be a throw for Spokane. Still plenty of time in this for him to get an equalizing goal and maybe more. Harding did well to win it back. McCoy who rolls it all the way back to Hope Heisey. Jaskinek comes back to collect. happen. That's a lovely touch by Zierenberg to control. Now played forward for Ali Cook. Well, it looked promising. It's gone begging.
Nice idea, nice through ball. And again, it's Cook making those off-the-ball runs that are really opening it up for Spokane.
Interestingly, that Tappan and McCoy have swapped sides. McCoy now on the near side. Here's the Spokane captain. It's good delivery into the middle for Silano. Over the top again, looking for Mark to chase after it. Just a little long on those direct balls out of the back. There's some of that game management, trying to take a little air out of the ball. Carolina. Sent away by Aguilera. Just feel a bit of momentum has swung Spokane's way. Still down on the score sheet, but since the penalty conceded, maybe even before the penalty, we're on the front foot.
Yeah, I think a few minutes before the penalty is where they started to pick it up. Just started to move offensively together as a unit. I feel the rest of the game, they've just been back in their defensive third.
Thomas combining with Jasinek. McCoy cleans up at the back. It's flicked on. Nearly rolls all the way to Cam Tucker on the near side. It'll be a throw for Zephyr. Thomas wants to put it back in play. Should have to retreat a few yards.
Let's do it a third time.
Getting a little pedantic about where this throw-in is to be taken from. But here we are. Silano just stays in play for her. Porter. That's taken back by Jasinek. Now Tucker. Into a bit of trouble. She's dispossessed by Mackenzie George. Parker now in possession. Harding. Riley Parker. No foul given by referee Thomas Snyder is all taken to the corner. Poor touch, that time from Haley Thomas. And it'll get away from her, and this will be a throw from Carolina, who will be in no rush to put it back in play.
Carolina still keeping up their high pressure, though. It has worked all game.
Mentioned that all 8 of their games coming into tonight have been decided by a goal or less. Tonight is no different for Carolina. Harding comes away with the ball. Aguilera. It's Silano who takes it away. And now a free kick awarded to Spokane deep in their own half. With 90 seconds remaining of the 90 minutes. It's funny how when time is on your side, the ball can go missing. It's flicked on. Carolina happy to keep the ball away from their own half. Just blasted toward Heisey. McCoy to build out of the back. And Jasinek dropping in to try and play out of the center. Thomas. Jaskinek. Final few seconds of normal time tick away for Spokane. It's 5 minutes added on. This half stoppage time is presented by Rosaire's Supermarkets. A minimum of 5 minutes of stoppage time. By Heisey. Again, Caroline just happy to put the ball out of play. It'll be a throw for Spokane, but again, deep in their own half. Jaskinek. Again, forced to work so hard just to get the ball out of their defensive third, Spokane. Credit to Carolina's steady dose of pressure. They've won it back once more in the midfield. Here's Harding. Always had eyes for the corner flag, trying to milk every last second off of this clock. They've won a throw, Spokane. Here's Silano, could open up for Zierenberg out wide. Numbers back in defense for Carolina. It's a good opportunity now. Silano trying to weave her way through onto her left. It's Silano, square ball in. Still alive, squared again once more. And the ricochet will take it wide. Maggie Johnston with the finishing touch. Deflected out for a corner.
Scary moments here for Carolina defense. Spokane doing a good job getting this ball in, getting a shot off. And again, as you see, they're now attacking the ball. They're now being the aggressors. We didn't see that in the first half.
What a moment that could have been for Maggie Johnston in search of her first goal. Halfway through the minimum 5 minutes added on. It's Brie Martinez who was slow to get up. ICCU corner, your financial success fan club. It's whipped into the back post. Ali Cook was rising to meet it. Flag has stayed down. It's a late flag up. Offside. The call against Jaskinek.
Another great step by the Carolina defense, right? We've seen a few times today. They're doing a nice job stepping as a unit.
This team was defined by their defensive prowess last season. It was the identity. And Philip Poole wanted to recover. We've seen, I wouldn't say flashes, I'd see prolonged pressure, defensive solidity, team defending for the better part of 90+ minutes now.
I think they've been consistent between first half and second half, where other games we haven't seen that.
Back by Thomas all the way back for Heisey. Tucker is dispossessed by Harding, turning the defense into attack. Jaskinek slides in. As Carolina set to make a substitution. Maggie Pierce is going to be stepping in for her first minutes of the season. And she will replace the goal scorer Riley Baston. What a game for Baston as she pounces on 2 loose balls and finds the back of the net twice.
Great brace for Baston.
Finishes off what was her first league brace in the Gamebridge Super League. Fancy footwork from Mackenzie George, but finally dispossessed. minutes is a minimum of time added on. Could still be a few moments here for Spokane to try and find an equalizing goal. Harding happy to get the ball as close to Heisey's goal as possible. And Carolina lining up another substitution with the return of Mia Corbin. Missed last week's game and is back on the bench for this one. Sent away again by Harding. So now Mia Corbin will check in. She was their top scorer last season with 12 goals, just one shy of the eventual Golden Boot winner, Allie Thornton. And makes her return now as she replaces Harding, who's had another stellar game, 5 in a row now, contributing either a goal or an assist.
And it's good to see Corbin back on the field, even if it is just the last few minutes, just getting these reps.
McCoy scrambles back. Will lift it in, and it's Solano who's running onto it. Oh, Jenna Butler did just enough to unsettle her. It'll be a throw for Spokane, and time is running out. Oh, it's given the other way. It'll be a throw for Carolina. And was that the last opportunity for Spokane? It is. There's the final whistle. Carolina Ascent certainly on the rise. 4 straight games now without a loss, 3 big victories among them, and they've won back-to-back road games for the first time all season. 2 goals by Riley Baston.
And credit their press. I thought it was great. They rose and went up the field as a team. If they didn't win the ball on the front foot, they won the second ball in the middle of the field. Quick counterattacks is what they like to do, and they were finally able to score it and get goals by Hope Heisey.
Allie Cook with goals from the spot in back-to-back games, but it's a consolation goal in this one as Carolina Ascent come away with all 3 points. A 2-1 final in Spokane. Welcome back to One Spokane Stadium. Is 2 goals by Riley Basin, her first brace in the Gamebridge Super League. Gives Carolina all 3 points, extending their unbeaten run now to 4 games with 3 wins and a draw over that stretch. Here's a look back at the best of the 90 minutes, and particularly in the first half, just a steady dose of pressure turning into chances for Carolina.
And Carolina finally able to capitalize. They had that pressure going the entire first half, but it wasn't until the second half that they were really able to capitalize, win the ball, and it makes for an easy goal for Basin.
Harding squares it across. Basin gets on the score sheet, and just about 10 minutes later, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, and it was a great through ball here. Aguilera, I mean, she's been up and down the field all day. It was her off the ball run, which is what started this. And this scramble on the ball, you think George is going to get it, but how excited is Basin with this finish?
Poaching goals about 10 minutes apart. There would still be some opportunities for Spokane to battle their way back. Zierenberg doing such a good job to win a penalty here, and Allie Cook will get a chance from the spot to half the deficit.
Get play of the match today by Spokane. And again, they just started pressuring, they started breaking the lines, and good things happened. You saw them going to the ball first, you saw them winning those air balls, and eventually it led to that goal.
Tonight's play of the match is brought to you by Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Here's a look at the numbers from the 90 minutes. 18 shots, 7 on target from Carolina.
And 8 corners for Carolina. I still can't believe they were not able to put one in. You see the possession there, 57% towards Spokane, but a lot of that was Heisey in the back line, holding the ball, but not breaking lines to go forward.
So Carolina with back-to-back wins on the road after a good showing away to Brooklyn. They extend that unbeaten run to 4 in a row with an impressive victory that ends Spokane's stretch of 6 games without a loss. We're joined now by the goal scorer, Riley Basin. Congrats on your first career brace in the Gamebridge Super League. Looks like you guys were putting so much pressure on them defensively all game long. That sprung the attack. Take me through the goals and the performance tonight.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's just us. I think Carolina Ascent, we're always trying to be on the forward foot, and the front four from back to front is always working so hard. So I'm just glad we got to put some in the back of the net tonight.
Which goal were you more excited about scoring tonight, the first one or the second one?
Look, I don't know. I think the tap-in was kind of nice. We always joke about getting a tap-in on the back post, but a left-footed banger, I don't mind that either.
Riley Basin, congrats on the goals and on the victory.
Thank you.
So you have it, her first career brace as she gets both goals for Carolina tonight. Here's a look at the schedule ahead. Mentioned back-to-back games across the weekend from Thursday through Sunday. Well, tomorrow, 6 p.m. on Peacock, it's Lexington, who are still undefeated on the season, the only unbeaten team in the league, taking on Sporting Jacks. Fort Lauderdale will face Brooklyn at 7:30 on Saturday, and close things out on Sunday night, 5 p.m. Eastern, Dallas Trinity taking on DC Power. All games on Peacock. Well, a stellar showing once again from Carolina Ascent. They are growing into the season, rediscovering their identity in a strong defensive performance tonight, plus 2 goals by Riley Basin as they snap Spokane's unbeaten streak after 6. All 3 points to Carolina. The final score in Spokane, Spokane Zephyr 1, Carolina Ascent 2. For Christine Huber, I'm Dre Cordero, saying so long for now.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.